Thank you so much, guys, for taking the time to join me today. And this is Kirti again from the technical support team. You might just see some of the features that may not be available for you guys in your current edition of Zoho CRM. This is mainly because of the fact that most of the features that we will be covering here might, just be available in the higher edition, the enterprise edition to be precise. And if you see, one or two features that you'd like to incorporate within your Zoho CRM account, please do let us know, and we can set up a call with our representative from our sales team to help you determine which edition will suit best for you. Let's move on with the webinar right now. First and foremost, today I'm going to give you an overview of how to use the customization features in specific available within your Zoho CRM account. And I'll walk you through the topics that you see right in front of you: the module customization, the custom buttons and applications, the page layout customization, and most importantly, Sandbox, which is one of our very recent feature, which I believe everybody will absolutely like. It's a terrific feature. And let's start with what is customization. So the fundamental question is, what is the meaning of customization, right? Customization is the ability to modify how your Zoho CRM works to cater your needs and requirements, so you can do what's best for your specific business, so that you don't have to necessarily stick to what is given to you, but you can actually take that and customize it to the next level, to fit, to make the Zoho CRM fit for your business requirements. That's what we're going to see how it could be done. And before we jump into the specific methods and the procedures of customization, let me just address a few common issues that could appear if there is not ample enough amount of customization in a CRM system. First and foremost, bringing business context within your CRM system. So this is like a basic option where you can where you will be allowed to rename tabs according to what makes sense to your business. So for example, in a typical product company, or by design in Zoho CRM, as you guys may know, we've named like prospects as leads, accounts or companies, contacts, or the actual individuals you do business with, so on and so forth. But say, for example, if we take an educational institution, leads will be candidates, contacts might be students, accounts will be the sponsors, and products will be the courses, so on and so forth. So we definitely must have the option of customization if we wanted to make each and every single module to be called whatever we need it to be called, right? That is definitely available in Zoho CRM, which we will definitely cover here. And second of all, you should be able to choose what data you would like to see on a day-to-day basis, instead of showing them all in like a big clutter which aren't relevant for you to begin with, and to close your deals. And by allowing you to customize your modules, you can actually pick and choose which and all the modules that you actually want to show at the very top of the menu bar, so as to work with the modules which you actually need and get rid of the ones which you don't, which will basically make things easier for you to live with, and will also be more effective in closing deals, right? And the third point, this point could be better explained with an example. So, what if you had a text field, a simple text field, instead of a drop-down field for, say, for inputting the country names, right? So, say for example, you may have different salespeople working for you, in your organization, and different people can put multiple entries for the same country. For example, the United States of America can be put in as America, USA, and US, right? Based on who put in the who type it in. So, which will basically cause confusion when you're trying to filter data for reports and such. So, to avoid that, you definitely need customization. And the fourth point is more of a say for example, a textbook sales process may follow steps like A and then B and C and finally D. But you may take a completely different route, and you can start with X, Y, and end with Z. So it only makes sense to have a CRM which you can customize to your sales process, right? And finally, without customization, you won't be able to use the system effectively, which will ultimately result in low productivity. Which, even though you may have a CRM which is, filled with capable features and functionalities, unfortunately, without customization, you will not be able to, use it to the fullest. And to be honest, that nullifies the whole point of having a CRM system in the first place. Wouldn't you guys agree? So, that's what we are going to cover. So, customization, as a matter of fact, is completely 100% possible within Zoho CRM, and I'm going to walk you through, the procedures and the methods that you could follow. And which brings us to the question: why do you need customization in your CRM? To make your CRM fit your business, and not force you to work with the CRM which we give to you, and also you can decide what you want and how you want it. You can decide and dictate how your Zoho CRM should look like, how the field should look like, how the field should be arranged, which field should be accessible to what person, everything, right? That all comes under customization, and I will explain all about that. All right, now we come to the types of customization. And there are, to simplify things, there are two major types of customization. One, the personal settings and personal customization, which any individual user can do within your organization. So, for example, let's take the leads module, right? Within the leads module, you will have all of the views, and views in simple terms are the groups which you will use to categorize and dispossession your leads and contacts and everything, right? So each and every single user could have his or her own views. You can also go ahead and create your own views to create your own groups and everything. And on top of that, if you click and open up a record in any of the modules, you will see the list of sections that are available for you, starting from the notes section, attachments, activities, so on and so forth. So you can go ahead and customize those as well within Zoho CRM, as you may know. So this is more like personal customization, which will be given to individual users. And secondly, organization customization, meaning whenever you want to make a change which will affect each and every single person's layout and fields in your entire organization, which obviously will be given to only the administrators within your Zoho CRM. And that is predominantly done under setup customization modules. And we shall go through this one after the other, as the webinar progresses. All right, now coming to the next part. The features that are available within the customization part of Zoho CRM, and which includes module level customization, customizing the page layouts of each and every single module, custom buttons and custom applications, and as I mentioned earlier, our very recent update, the Sandbox feature. And I will be giving you a detailed explanation on each of these as we move through the presentation. All right, let's get started with customizing the modules, right? So sometimes the standard predefined modules present in Zoho CRM do not always meet your requirements, right? In such case, Zoho CRM lets you create new modules depending on your business needs. And to actually do that, let's go to Zoho CRM. You have to go to setup at the very right top corner as soon as you log into Zoho CRM. Go to customization, modules, and you will have a create new module button right here, within the customization part of it. And this particular feature will be present only in the enterprise edition, not in the professional or the standard. And as soon as you click on the create new module button, you will be able to add fields to it. Up to 300 custom fields can be added simply by dragging and dropping and renaming the fields to whatever you want to call it. as you can see. And that is all there is to it. As a matter of fact, customization is that easy within Zoho CRM. You can also drag and drop the section option to create new sections. You can rename each and every single section to whatever you want to call it. And you can use the sections to create your own custom fields too. And this custom module can be renamed to whatever you want to call it, as you can see, and that could be put alongside the already existing module. And like this, you will be able to create up to 10 custom modules of your own on top of the already existing modules given to you, right? And in addition to creating the custom modules, the already existing modules can also be configured to the highest level, and that will be categorized into two. One is the actual module customization, and the second is the field level customization, meaning the customizing of the fields within each and every single module that you have. So first and foremost, as I mentioned at the very early of this webinar session, under setup and customization modules, you will have something called organize modules button right here, which can be used to remove any module that you feel like you won't be needing, right? So for example, if you go to let's say I don't need the codes, price book, and the vendors module, and I'm going to move it to the left side. If I hit save, and if I now look here, as you can see, the number of modules have come down. So like this, you can remove any module that you feel like you won't be using. And on top of that, you will be able to create 10 modules, right? So you can create your own modules and work with them as well. And also, you can place your mouse over each and every single module. Click on this rename button right here to rename each and every single module to whatever you want to call it. So say, for example, I'm going to rename the leads to prospects. There you go. And like this, you can rename each and every single module of Zoho CRM simply by clicking on the rename button. And now to customize the fields within each and every single module, all you have to do is place your mouse over the module that you want to customize, click on it, and there you go. You will be taken to the actual layout of the module, where you can first and foremost simply drag and drop the fields from the left to the right, or you can drag fields across sections as well, as you could see. And as mentioned at the very early of this session, you can also create sections. You can rename the sections. You can use those sections to drag and drop fields as well, right? And on top of this, if you place your mouse over any of the fields that you think you may not need, say for example this one, just click on the delete or trash icon and hit yes, and pretty much that is it. It'll be removed from your layout forever and will be put inside this unused fields. You can always come here to drag the fields and put it inside the layout if you feel like you may need them in from now on. And on top of that, you will be able to edit and customize a few of the existing pick list fields as well. So say, for example, the prospect source is a pick list, which I know for sure. You can just go ahead and click on this edit properties button to rename each and every single value within it, which we have given for you, or you can actually get rid of the values completely, right? And you can go ahead and add your own values as well. All right. Before we go to the page layouts, let's look at one more feature, which is called custom buttons and custom links. So to simplify, custom buttons will be present. If you click on a module, you will have an option called links and buttons. This is where you will go to in order to create the buttons and the links, as you could see. And to put it simply, custom buttons lend ease of access to perform tasks faster by adding buttons to your modules and assigning a specific action for each and every single button. And you can also add custom links to find data at the click of a button. And with the help of custom buttons, you will be able to send proposals and invoices with greater ease. You can also calculate the values of deals and merge it within accounts and contacts. And using custom buttons, finally, you can also autofill forms and everything to make things easier to live with within Zoho CRM. And to create a custom button or a link, it's very easy. Just like the customization of fields and everything, all you have to do is click on the create new button right here. And say, for example, I want to create a custom button to perform a little complex functionality. Meaning, say, for example, if I go to the accounts module, I'm going to click and open up an account called Zoho Corporation Private Limited. And if I scroll down, I have about five potentials, which are the deals that you make with your customers, right? I have five potentials created within that particular account. And if I want to have a button which will quickly tell me the amount of all of the potentials combined and summed up, all I have to do is go to the setup part of it, Zoho CRM, go to links and buttons, click on create button. I'm going to name it sum of potentials. And you can place a custom button in all of these pages. So say, for example, create a clone page will appear right there, or in a list view page will appear right there, as you can see. And list view button for each, meaning each and every single record, when you view them as a list, will have that particular button. So in my case, I'm going to put it in the view page of a existing account. All right. And I actually, let me just change it to accounts. Apologies. I'm going to go for create new button again. There you go. Sum of potentials. I'm going to put it in the view page option. And this is the most important part of creating a custom button, which is to associate a custom function to it. And in simple terms, custom functions are nothing but dilute scripting, which we already have given for you a few dilute scripts, which you can use, which I'm going to use right now. Or you can also go for writing your own custom function using dilute scripting. So say, for example, if you select from the gallery, this is one of the functions that we have given for you, summing up potential amount. I'm going to hit the configure button, and account ID should match account ID. Save, and you can dictate to which profile this particular button should be accessible, and you can hit the save button. And now if you go to accounts, and I'm going to click on the same account, you see at the very right top corner, the sum of potentials button will appear. And if you create more than one button, everything will be appearing here by clicking on this drop down, as you can see. And if I click on that button, there you go. It's showing me the sum of all the potentials in this account, which is $260,000, which is exactly the amount if you calculate all of those six potentials. So I hope all of you, who are listening, have a good idea of what buttons could do. This is just a simple example to calculate the sum of existing potentials. You can actually, say, for example, use custom buttons to copy information from one module to another, and you can actually take it one step further to call, a completely different third-party application directly from within Zoho CRM with just a click of a button. So custom buttons will be very helpful to you if you make full use of it, right? And next, let's go to page layouts, which I believe everybody here will be very interested in. So if you go to setup, customization, and modules again, and say, for example, I'm going to take the accounts module, for example, right? And if you look at the very right top corner, you will have a create new layout button. So basically, if you have, say, for example, large businesses with multiple products, and if you handle with different sales strategies for each and every single one of your products, this feature will definitely appeal to you. So page layouts helps you to basically customize your Zoho CRM modules to your specific needs. And page layouts gives each and every single team that you may have within your organization the freedom to organize the CRM account according to their requirements. So better segmentation leads to more accurate sales, and you can control who sees what by fine tuning permissions. And for example, let us take a company that sells, say for example, laptops in a large scale, right? And fundamentally, there will be two processes involved. One will be sales of laptops, and the other will be the servicing of laptops, right? So the company is one, but it'll have two different teams which will handle the same product, but in a completely different structure, right? So the assessment of requirements for sales team will be different from that of the service team. So while a request for purchase of a laptop may call for say stock verification on how much stock we have on the laptops that we sell, request for laptop service calls for issue assessment, like what issue may have occurred that needs to be looked at, right? So the personnel involved with these two processes are completely different, and the methods that they go through will be different as well. So the actual administrator of that organization can create two completely different layouts, right? Within Zoho CRM for individual modules, right? One for say laptop sales, another for laptop service, and you can give access to the salespeople only to the laptop sales layout, and for the service people only to the laptop service layout. So I'm going to take the potentials module, for example. I'm going to click on the create new layout button, which will be present in each and every single module, and that is a enterprise only feature again. And you can name the layout whatever you want to call it, sales layout for example, and you can go ahead and remove any field that you think won't be necessary for this particular layout, and you can go ahead and create new fields specific to that particular layout. So laptop needed for example, and you can even make fields mandatory right here within that particular layout. And say for example, I'm going to hit the save layout button, and I'm going to dictate whom in my organization should be able to access that layout. So I can just give access to the sales guys alone and hit save, and that is it. So now if you go back, and you will see the standard layout, which will contain each and every single field that is predefined by us. And you can then click on the sales layout, which will be exactly how you customized. And you can create one more layout if you'd like, called service layout, for example. And if I now go to the potentials module, if I'm trying to create a new record where I will be able to switch between layouts, as you can see, that field will not be available in the standard layout. There you go. Or if I'm trying to edit an already existing record, I will be able to make use of the layout as well, right? And it'll be right here, sorry. There you go. The layout will be, right here, letting you know which layout that particular record is actually, actually belongs to. So like this, you can create up to 3 custom layouts of your own on top of the already existing standard layout. Each and every single layout can contain its own fields, its own required fields, its own, sections, its own layout, and everything. Right. So as I mentioned earlier, on top of customizing the already existing modules, you can create new modules, and for each and every single module that you create, you can create new layouts as well within Zoho CRM, which again brings to my usual point. Zoho CRM is completely 100% customizable for your requirements. Right. And now let's go to the next one. Custom applications. So in simple terms, custom applications helps you to communicate with core CRM modules and increase efficiency. And you can make these custom applications with the help of Zoho Creator, which you may have already known, which is creator.zoho.com. which is another product of Zoho Corporation. And to simplify your Zoho CRM, experience, you can go ahead and create multiple apps in your Zoho Creator directly from within Zoho CRM. You don't necessarily have to go to creator.zoho.com. You can actually create applications directly from within Zoho CRM by going to extensions and APIs this time. Click on Zoho, and you will have build your custom apps powered by Zoho Creator. So from this section, you will be able to click on this create your application button to create your own custom modules. And you can see to that the applications that you develop is completely tailor made for your business requirements. It'll be very similar to creating a custom module within Zoho CRM, but the difference is you can take the application development to the next level, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So if you click on create your application, just give a name, creator app, for example, and I'm gonna paste that name in all of the form names and custom tab name. Hit next, and this will take you to a place where you can start customizing the actual app that you are creating, and you will see similarities between the actual customization of Zoho CRM and Zoho Creator. As you can see, the biggest difference, even though the the fields, dragging and dropping option, everything will be the same. The biggest difference, a bit between Zoho CRM and Zoho, Creator application development is that you can take the the application development to the next level. So, meaning, to put it simply, you can put in conditional formatting between fields. So you can tell the system that whenever you create a checkbox, for example, only when the choice one is selected, go ahead and bring out these three fields, in the creator app. If choice two is created, bring out a completely different set of fields to be shown in my layout. So like that, you can put in conditional formatting between fields, which, as you guys may know, is not possible. The module customization, the field customization of Zoho CRM. That's the most important part of creating a custom app using Zoho Creator. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and finish completing the layout, the custom app that I'm creating. As you can see, you can actually pick and choose whom in your organization should be able to access that particular app that you're creating. And if you hit next and finish, that app will be created, and you can now go ahead and access that app directly from within the modules of Zoho CRM. I'm going to run through this one last time to see if I've set it up right. Next, 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 and next, and perfect, done. So say for example, I'm going to go to the accounts module, and I'm going to click on open up an account. And you can go ahead and click on the add related list option right here to add the creator app that you created directly to that particular account or contact or lead, anything at all. And you can go ahead and click on add to add the actual app that you may have created beforehand. So say for example, I'm gonna create a record in the app that I've created. Click on submit. There you go, it's added. And if I refresh, that record which I submitted will be associated directly within that app right there, within Zoho CRM individual records. So each and every single app that you create can be added as a related list within individual records of any module. As you can see at the very bottom of each and every single record, you will have an add related list option. As well as you can add each and every single app that you create as a module as well within Zoho CRM, and you can maintain it, and you can keep on adding and creating records to your creator app directly from within Zoho CRM. I hope that was clear and helpful for you guys. Let's move on to the next one. And now we come to the Sandbox option, which, as I mentioned earlier, is one of our recent endeavors, which will take the customization options that we give within Zoho CRM to the next level. And to put it simply, Sandbox can be used to test changes, processes, and customization in a tightly controlled environment without affecting the actual sales process or without affecting the actual users within your organization. Right. And by using the sandbox, you can check the changes made to your CRM accurately. You can, use sandbox, which could help you in cloning your actual Zoho CRM setup. From the email templates that you created, from the workflows you created, from the customizations you've done, everything can be cloned and it can be taken to a safe, secure testing environment where you can make changes however you want to, and you can test it before deploying it to your entire organization. Right. And the sandbox feature by default will not be enabled for every enterprise edition customers. If you want it, you can always drop an email to support@zohocrm.com, and we will be able to help you out with it. And to make use of the sandbox feature, just go to setup again within Zoho CRM. Under data administration this time, you will have something called a sandbox feature, right? And you can click on this create new sandbox button to create your first sandbox. You can give a name, say for example sandbox 1. You can give a description if you'd like, testing and environment. And let's go ahead. Accessible to, you can pick and choose whom in your organization should be able to access that particular sandbox that you're creating. And as soon as you click on create, this it'll take a few seconds and the sandbox environment will be created, as you can see. And from then on, you will be able to start using sandbox. So let me actually show that to you in this account where I've created a sandbox environment just like this one, as you can see. And you can click on this access button at the very right top corner to start accessing your sandbox, and immediately you will see everything will be exactly like you put in here, but except for the fact that there'll be a little sandbox ribbon right here. And you can from then on go ahead and go to setup. You can do any changes at all that you want within this sandbox environment, and that will not be affecting this actual live Zoho CRM account that you have, right? So say for example, I'm going to go to workflow automation. I'm going to go to contacts. There you go. And I have a test rule from Zoho. That is a rule that I've created. And I am going to add a scheduled action to that particular workflow. And I'm going to say create a task, add this task, associate, and save. There you go. So now all I've done is I went to this workflow within the sandbox environment. I've simply edited the workflow to add one more scheduled action to it. So if I now come to the sandbox, to the actual live account, if I go to workflow automation and I'm going to go to contacts, and I'm going to click on that particular workflow that I've edited. As you can see, it'll not be available here, even though I've edited here in the sandbox. And if I now go to setup, and if I go to sandbox again, there you go. That particular change that I've done in my sandbox environment will be listed right here. And if I click on the plus sign, it'll show you what exactly have you edited, what component have you edited, who edited it, at what date and time it was edited. Everything will be listed right there, not just the workflow automation. If you say, for example, if you go to the customization part of it, if you do any change, that will be listed here. If you go to, edit a email template, for example, that will be listed here as well. So you can simply click on the change that you made. So I'm going to click on the name, and there you go. This is the best feature of the sandbox. So each and every single change that you've done will be listed right in front of you in like a old versus new kind of layout. So the one that you see to the left is the actual Zoho CRM layout that you have for that particular workflow. As you can see, there is no scheduled action in it. But the one to the right will actually give you the same workflow with the changes added to it, highlighted in green or red, as you could see. And if you're like, you can compare and contrast and see, whether you wanted to, add more, to it, if you wanted to, go ahead and, make changes to it and everything. And once you're satisfied, you can go ahead and click on the close button and click this deploy changes to production button right here. And if you do that, there you go. It'll be deployed. It'll take a few minutes, but after a few minutes, if you go to the same workflow automation, check that particular workflow, that change that we deployed will be visible within this workflow. Okay, as I mentioned. Oh, okay. It actually is already updated, as you could see. So like this, you can use Sandbox to the fullest to make any changes at all to your setup, to anything in your organization that you're capable of with as an administrator, and you can test it in a safe, secure environment. You can compare and contrast once the actual change is done, and once you're satisfied, you can deploy it to your actual users. Maybe when the actual traffic is very less, within your Zoho CRM organization, so as to not to disturb the users who are already using Zoho CRM at that point, right? And I hope that feature was impressive. We put a lot of thought and effort in that particular feature, and I hope you guys really liked it. And now going back to the demonstration, the PowerPoint again. To conclude, customization is, an important component of Zoho CRM. As you can see, it is also one of the strong suits of Zoho CRM, and it can be used, more than to, just edit a few fields and, delete a few fields. As you can see, you can completely 100% customize Zoho CRM, and we are very proud of it. And that kind of, brings us to the end of our overview today. And we would, if you have any questions, any doubts, you can always go ahead and drop your questions and emails to that particular email address. You can call us in that number. And again, I thank you so very much, guys, for all of your interest, patience, and for choosing Zoho as your CRM provider.